When you ask me whether Baleba is a fit for Manchester United, 100%.
100%.
A fit.
100%.
You can't joke with Baleba. Baleba is going to deliver. If he doesn't, call me Oliver.
Martinez's time is up. His time at Villa Park is up. See, one thing about continuity is that you need to take good notice of when your player is declining. Then you replace him. Martinez has a lingering finger issue since last year, and it's not going. What are you trying to tell me? And those in the Aston Villa medical team, they know what's going on. So Matikash makes so many mistakes at a high level. It's buffering. He's a Premier League proven player.
Matikash is good for a mid-table team.
Exactly. A team like Crystal Palace. By a team competing in Europe and all that. He's not a Champions League caliber.
Yeah, that's why they need Wan-Bissaka.
And I feel Wan-Bissaka is going to bench him.
A World Cup player.
Exactly.
So he has experience, a lot of Premier League experience.
Bro, Wan-Bissaka is
and
going
a
to
big
bench
game
him.
experience too from United.
Bro, did you see the goal he allowed this in PSG to score? Not even Bakola.
It was
Desire do it.
Yeah.
Your whole line, you're not watching your line. Your mind day house.
Shang Bolongo.
What that?
You want to greet him. So if I say Shang Bolongo, you say Bolongo.
Okay, Bolongbash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shang Bolongo.
Bolongbash.
Yeah.
So
the special one,
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho. He took swipes at Barcelona's new signing, which is Rodri.
Yeah.
He said when he spoke to Rodri, he had doubts. Rodri had doubts, which also brought doubts into him. Guys, what's going on here? Because Barcelona just confirmed a deal for Rodri, about £65 million. And then he was unveiled that day, same as Jose Mourinho, and then Mourinho took swipes at him. Like, what's going on here?
It's just the usual Jose Mourinho antics. Jose Mourinho knows that this season Barcelona is going to be tensious. They have a set midfield. Rodri, Pedri, Gavi,
Dani Olmo, Fermin Lopez.
Look at how
Frankie de Jong.
And who does Madrid have in their midfield? Tchouaméni, Kamau. So he wants to win the game off the pitch first before we go
to the
Clásico.
I get that.
That's why you're saying all these things. Bakuko, what do you think?
that's classical Mourinho.
Yeah, Charlie.
He plays the football before we enter the pitch. The season has not yet started, but he's already playing mind games.
Moving things on the chessboard.
Oh, sure. He needed him. He said he spoke to him several times, made him a great offer. He saw that the guy has doubts. Classically, I don't think Mourinho needed him.
Are you
You
sure?
don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because Mourinho actually said in his interview that he didn't need Rodri, or he didn't need more signings.
Yeah.
He feels that his team is set enough to face the new challenge.
So that's what I think. Because I think he didn't need him. I think the team needed him, but Mourinho didn't need him.
Okay. That makes a lot of
Because
sense.
when you said he didn't need him, my mind went to all the games that Real Madrid were knocked out of in the Champions League in previous years. Since Mbappe went there.
In recent times.
They were lacking that midfielder that can dictate the tempo. And Rodri was everything that they were lacking. So if you say the team didn't need him, that's when I would have had an issue. But with Mourinho not needing, I understand. Because Mourinho is not coming to play fancy football here. His job is to win.
And get the results.
He
That's
doesn't
Mourinho.
have, classical Mourinho.
And I hope the Real Madrid fans, they know. Don't come and complain when the season starts that
And then your football is not nice.
We are winning 1-1.
We want to win. Winning is the goal and the clear aim.
Okay, moving on to the signing of Rodri.
Yeah.
Where do you think it takes Barcelona to? Because we know that Barcelona have won the previous La Ligas like twice in a row.
Yeah.
So where does this signing move them to? Because we know that they want to be clear Champions League favorites. Do you think the signing of Rodri takes them there?
I think they are not signing Rodri for the La Liga.
They are not signing Rodri for that.
They are signing Rodri for the Champions League. Because anytime they get closer to the Champions League, they fall somewhere. They need that person to dictate pace, to control the game. Someone just said the only controller in football now is Rodri.
Exactly.
He is the one that can dictate everything, can control anything from on the pitch. But in the league, they don't need Rodri.
They
They
don't
can win the league without Rodri. So I think Rodri is basically going to play about 15, 16 games in the league
Because-
match, then just focus on the Champions League game.
Because Barca made a signing of 65 million.
Yeah.
65 million in total.
Plus
for
some
Rodri.
add-ons.
Yes,
Yeah.
add-ons included for Rodri. That's a 65 million for a 30-year-old. We've known that Barca are saying there is some financial hard times here. But do you
levels
think,
and things.
yeah, do you think that it's worth the deal?
It's Rodri, bro. Ballon d'Or winner. He showed it at the World Cup. Some things you just don't think twice. If Rodri says, I've chosen Barcelona to go and play for them, you make space for him. You push somebody forward, you send somebody to the bench, and make that happen. Because Rodri can make or break your season. Rodri being available. Look at all the Champions Leagues that Barcelona were eliminated in. Against Inter. If they had somebody like
Who could
Rodri,
control the game?
oh,
That's
the game was moving
That's
back and
all.
forth, back and
That's
forth.
all.
If Rodri was there, would have calmed down the game. Showed that what he's one of the best holding midfielders in the history of football. And send them home. That's why they bought him. So paying £65 million for a 30-year-old Rodri is a great bargain for me.
So you think it's
Because
justifiable?
and the way he also plays too, I see him playing beyond 35.
Sure,
I see him playing beyond 35.
he doesn't exert a lot of energy.
Exactly.
But Rodri just came back off a grave injury, a serious injury.
Yeah.
That took him
And he
out
was
for
able
almost
to
a season.
and he was able to recover. And even after the World Cup, he went to do some back surgeries or so. And when they interviewed him, he said it's just some routine check. And I trust what he says. So I know for a fact if Rodri is fit, Barca will recoup that 65 million, whatever.
As for fitness, he's fit.
In trophies, you understand?
So you think this is a clear stance that Barca are Champions League favourites?
They are not Champions League
They're not
favorites.
favorites.
They are among the favorites, but they are not the clear favorites. I'll even put Madrid ahead of them.
Top 5 years.
Yeah.
Top 4 years.
Top 2, no.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Barca is top 2 though.
No.
Top 2.
Yeah, top
That's
2.
PSG.
No, not PSG.
PSG
Madrid.
Bayern for me.
PSG Bayern for you.
Yeah.
No, I mean Madrid, PSG. PSG is everywhere.
Except for me. I'm saying it's Madrid Barca.
Madrid, Barca.
Yeah,
Why you
it's
don't?
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Louis has done it back to back.
Who?
Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique.
Yeah. Back to back. It has to count for something.
Yeah, it should count for something.
He has about 90% of his squad still there.
Fit.
And even younger ones coming.
Yeah.
Cluj.
Mika Gods.
That's fine. But you know, one thing about the Champions League is that once there's a new Champions League, the matches are changed.
Yeah.
There's new opposition. You're going to face new adversaries and things. Do you think his team is prepared enough to be favorites again?
Yeah.
Like
PSG. They have the midfield, bro. That midfield combination, Vitinha, Jean Neves, Fabian Ruiz, that combination is just like bread and butter. Hot bread with butter, bro. It's good. They understand each other. They've played at the highest level. They've played big, important games together. They know each other's game. And even Zion Emery, that their young blood.
It's a great backup
Bro,
option.
see his performance in the UEFA Super Cup. Amazing. So he has the whole squad. And that's one thing too. He has been able to build the whole squad that he can compete with. And that's very, very important.
But I've seen that Bradley Barcola
Yeah.
is subject to a move to Liverpool.
Yeah, and they want 240 for him.
Yeah.
But do you think that losing someone like Bradley Barcola is going to change the dynamics for them?
Barcola for Liverpool, I don't think he will change much. I think they should go for both Barcola and Mbaye. Mbaye, at that age, he has so many skills and untapped talents that with the guidance of Areola, he can do better. Because if you check the CV of Areola and the kind of wingers he has been working with, he has brought out the best.
So much explosive wingers.
Even the recent one, Krupi, that guy should have gone to the World Cup.
Yeah, I think
He should have accepted Portugal and gone to the World Cup.
Nah, he's targeting France.
That guy is the next Ronaldo in Portugal. He should have just done that. He would have gotten a place for a decade or so.
He's targeting France, but he doesn't know him.
But that team is loaded.
So we were saying that Rodri
Yeah.
is is somewhat going to be a big game player for Barcelona.
Yeah.
They're not going to really use him much when it comes to the league phase and all that.
Yeah.
So what's it like going into big games? Maybe Barca is playing against PSG, or is going. What do you think Barca's midfield is going to look like?
It's going to depend on the type of big game. Because playing in the Clasico, Mourinho is not going to press you. Mourinho is not going to press you. So those games, Fermin Lopez is going to sit down because there will not be space in between the lines for him to exploit. Those are the games that Dani Olmo and Pedri will play alongside Rodri in the midfield so that they can get those combinations they manufactured in the Spain national team. Yeah. So it depends on the exact big game. Because if you are going to play, let's say Bayern, for instance, Bayern, they are going to give you the space. They are going to go man for man. Fermin Lopez can get some joy with the spaces and all that. Spaces. Even Dani Olmo can even mess up their press, like we saw against France.
Yeah,
what he did for Spain against France. So it depends on the big game that they have on their hands.
Against Madrid, they don't need Fermin Lopez. They just need Rodri to be controlling. He should just control. They don't need the young. Rodri is there, the master. Just give him the ball. He dictates. Let's go left. Let's go right. Bring it back to me. I decide when we score. I decide when to hold the game. We can kill the game. Anything. But as matches with Bayern and PSG, that's
even United.
There are games you are supposed to play double pivots.
Yeah.
There are games he's supposed to go, especially PSG. Because PSG's midfield, they will dominate. So there are games he's supposed to go both Frankie and Rodri. Then just leave Pedri on top. Because those kind of games that the midfield will decide the winner.
Yeah.
So if you allow the boys he just spoke of, Vitinha,
Jean Neves, Fabian
Ruiz knows them. He plays with them. He knows virtually everybody in the Barcelona midfield.
Yeah.
And he can dominate. He dominates. If Fabian Ruiz is fit, forget it. PSG kills the game.
Yeah. And even one thing, when we're talking about the style of the opponent they will play, entered my mind. Mourinho, he can put a player on this guy.
On Rodri.
Do you remember Mourinho Mourinho when he played Pepe as number 10?
Yes, just for Messi.
Bro, Pepe as number 10, he can do that. That's when what Makoko said, that Hansi Flick playing two holding midfielders. That's when it will be very, very effective.
Yeah, against you
know Mourinho already. Yeah. Charlie, you go put guy on Rodri, marking shadow, bro. Marking shadow. And you know Rodri already. Rodri is not a fast player I'm running towards the distance, towards the attacking line so that I'll create space. Now, you'll be like, okay, you are marking me. I'll position myself so that the other pivot playing alongside me can get the space. So, it will depend very much on the type of opponent.
The face. Okay.
And let me ask something. Do you think, with what the comments Mourinho said, when it gets to a Clasico, do you think it creates additional tension between himself and Rodri?
More tension, bro.
You think
Mourinho is going to create tension with Flick, even before the match. By game week 5, is there.
But I think this tension doesn't put anything on Rodri in the fact that Rodri is a Ballon d'Or.
Oh yeah, Rodri is an experienced player.
He's an experienced player. I think he can handle such pressure. And this won't be the first time he's playing in Spain.
Yeah.
Or against Real Madrid.
But El Clasico pressure is different, bro.
He hasn't played the El Clasico before.
It is different. No matter
he has played against Madrid, he has played against Barca, but the El Clasico is a different thing altogether.
And when the spotlight is on you, come on.
Which bigger spotlight than the World Cup final?
Bro, the El Clasico.
El Clasico.
I can say the El Clasico is a bigger spotlight than the World Cup final, bro. Depending on who is playing the World Cup final.
El Clasico exposed Mbappe.
No.
He had over 8 or 9 offsides.
But Mbappe has arguably one of the best goal scoring records in the El Clasico.
Yes.
So I think
because he wants to decide, he wants to perform at the big games.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think when you're a big player, you would want to show yourself in big games.
You relish those opportunities.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Rodri, he should be fine for the most part.
But don't count out Mourinho.
Charlie.
He's the master
of antics.
He's the master of every propaganda. Every agenda.
Every agenda is there.
Any da. He's there. See, Mourinho, you create something when there's nothing.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you that.
And you create
he's going to get Hansi Flick emotional. Then the match is going to mean more than what it is.
Yes.
Because the first El Clasico is just, it will just be for 3 points.
It just makes the match special. It creates some different feel, some vibe around the game. And Mourinho, you get more eyeballs. That's why you need him. The La Liga needed Mourinho.
Yeah. He's going to revamp.
Yeah. The La Liga needed Mourinho.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. That's what Manchester United told Brighton when they bidded 60 million pounds plus 5 million add-ons for Carlos Baleba. And Brighton were like, Charlie, we wanted 100 million, but now we'll take the 65 like that. We'll take it like that. Guys, last summer, Brighton wanted a Caicedo-like fee for Carlos Baleba. That was above 100 million pounds. And United hesitated. But this summer, United were like, we feel we can get Baleba on a cheap. Thoughts?
So last summer, United actually bid 70 million for Carlos Baleba. And then this summer, they are saying that he's 65. I think he's not worth 65 either. But I think they are trying to be generous and get the deal over the line quickly. The previous episode, we're talking about United's transfers, and I was rating them like a 3 or a 4 day, thereabouts.
After this signing,
I'll give them maybe 5.
Not even 7.
No, not even 7. Because they are signing a player who is actually injured.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the reasons why Brighton they're like,
they've lowered their price. Then let's take it at
65 because he's actually injured. We don't know how he will look like when he comes back from injury. And then prior to that, last season wasn't one of the great seasons for Baleba at all. So for me, I don't know much about what Baleba is going to offer during this season because looking at last season, he wasn't the real picture that everybody thought that he would be. And to play for Manchester United, it's a different kind of pressure.
Serious.
It's once you put on the shirt, it's a different kind of pressure.
That's the University of UK.
It'd be different kind of pressure. So I think Michael Carrick should relish such an opportunity. Baleba is a young lad, so he has more time to improve. So I think it's an okay deal, but at least it gets us more bodies because I want Manchester United to back Michael Carrick. He needs more.
Yeah.
He needs more. So
he must get more.
Exactly. So I think
he deserves more.
Exactly. He deserves it. He actually deserves it because
for it.
To scrape a Champions League spot with this team, he deserves to be backed.
He went for it.
What do you think, Makonko?
Baleba. That's my player. That's my player. I've loved this guy. I always see him in a Manchester United jersey.
Yeah.
We needed this guy about a season or 2 ago. Yeah. But their prices were north of 100 million, which we shouldn't, and I was happy we didn't pay for that amount. But 60, because of last season's performance, so they don't know what to get from Baleba again. They might lose even the 60 if they don't take care. Exactly. So they have to do business. And I think Brighton is not a football club; it's a business firm. But they do the good businesses otherwise. I don't know the business they are doing there, but they have to be steadied. To get 60 million for this version of Baleba, it's crazy.
I think the crutch they'll be pushing on to United is that Baleba is young. He has so much time to recover from that bad season. That's why they want.
Early 20s.
And he has already been turned by Manchester United because it has been said that he has
agreed
personal terms since 2025,
bro.
Long time ago, over a year,
and that affected him.
Yes.
That's why he had that performance for Brighton last summer. Brighton's analytics couldn't pinpoint or couldn't predict that Baleba will have some sort of emotional connection to Manchester United, which will in turn affect his performance.
And during those days, Onana will say, anytime they go for national team call-ups, Baleba is just by him, asking him, well, how is Manchester United like? How do you feel? Like, how are the fans? Like, Neymar was a United fan. And he's a United player. He sees himself as a United player even before the deal was made.
So Baleba gets his dream move. What does it look like in that midfield for Manchester United? Because arguably, Michael Carrick said that when he came, he said that Kobe Menu is the player that he wants to build the squad around. is Kobe Mainoo a main starter? Paying 65 million for Baleba, does he go straight into the team? And you retail Amans. He's a proven winner. He's a proven Premier League player too as well.
I think
He's a high volume passer.
when Baleba is fit, is
He's
Baleba and the rest.
everybody else.
Even Kobe Mainoo.
Even Kobe Mainoo.
I said when Baleba is fit, is Baleba and anybody else. Then Bruno on top, that's all.
Because Baleba offers something none of the rest can actually do the best.
A fit Baleba.
Baleba has the legs. He can cover space. And he can also carry the ball
As a
progressor also.
Yeah, he's a good
And he
ball
has
player.
that passing. He is able to his progressive passes through breaking the lines. It's not that high, but he has that in his locker. So it's Baleba and the rest. I agree.
It's true.
Makunku. Baleba and the rest. Bro.
When you ask me whether Baleba is a fit for Manchester United, 100%
100%.
a fit.
100%.
You can't joke with Baleba. It's just injuries and a little motivation, and you are there.
And him agreeing personal terms with United way back is a sign that effort won't be an issue compared to other United players I don't want to mention. Effort won't be an issue with Baleba.
But for me, do you know what I like about the Baleba deal? Although he's injured, like I don't have a problem with that. They say he will be set to return early September. That's right after the international break. So I think he's going to work his way into the team. So I think there will be so much competition for places in that midfield, and I like that for Manchester United.
I like that.
I like that.
And not to cut you off. Do you feel the midfield position is now being looked at for the first time in a very long time for United?
Not the first time.
Was
We tried with Ugarte, but it wasn't.
If I say the midfield is being looked at, this is the first transfer window since Fergie retired that United are buying more than
two players in a
three
midfield
midfielders.
position.
It's because we lost someone and we couldn't get the carbon copy of the person. We couldn't get the direct replacement. So we've gotten Casemiro in different bits. So Casemiro part 1, Casemiro part 2, Casemiro part 3. We just took his passing from here, his agility, his vision from the other side.
And his tackling too as well.
You see.
But you see, if we are looking at Casemiro's profile and the midfielders we've acquired so far, I think Andre Santos is a great fit. So where does this put Andre Santos? Because Andre Santos has looked good, particularly
in preseason.
Yeah.
United are playing 4 competitions, bro. It's not about who starts week in, week out. It's about who is fit and who fits the game plan that we are about to play. Andre Santos, if all our midfield options and when this Baleba deal goes through and is officially a United player, if all our midfield options are fit and starting, big games, Carrick might even go Santos and Baleba.
Double pivot.
Santos and Baleba.
But
It's going to give that defensive solidarity.
Let's say we play a team. We are playing a match
defensive
against
solidity.
PSG, Barca.
Arsenal. Because one thing about Andre Santos, he can pick those passes in between the lines. We've seen it in preseason.
I think he lost confidence. That's all.
Chelsea, he lost confidence. Because even before he came to Chelsea
over a
last
year
season,
ago, he was the captain of Strasbourg.
Strasbourg, he was having a perfect season. He was
He was nominated for He was part of the nomination, the nominees for player of the season.
And even young player
I think
of the
he
season
was
as well.
4th or 3rd on the. That guy is good. He just needs motivation and support,
and guidance.
and he's going to get support from
Michael Carrick,
from Baleba, and guidance from Michael Carrick.
So
Ineos,
yeah.
they've been very cheap. In my opinion, they've been very cheap. Do you think that the signings they've made so far can propel Manchester United back to the top?
Back to the top. We are winning the league. They are not done.
Guys.
That's one thing. They are not done. They are not done.
I think we'll come there.
No, they are not done. They are not done with the signing so far. But I'm very hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful. After watching the Community Shield, I feel the Premier League is open.
It's
wide open. Yeah, it is. I also feel the same.
That's why I'm very
I think the best team lost.
Yeah.
The best team lost.
The best team lost. As in City lost. City losing the Community Shield.
Because that particular game, not all round play.
Yeah.
City had chances.
Yeah, they just couldn't.
And Raya was my man of the match.
He was on top of the game.
Because Haaland had 3-4 chances at goal. Semenyo, Doku. So Raya stopped it. So you can see that Arsenal is there for the taking.
Yeah, they are
You
there
just
for
have to be consistent and you can win the league.
Yeah. So
You just have to be consistent.
not to even veer off the topic, but I feel United will win the league. Ineos are not done.
Sure.
I don't like Ineos, but I know they are not done. They sense the pressure. Why do you think they even bid for Baleba?
Yeah, because they actually went cold on Baleba
Because of the injury early
he
on.
had. Exactly.
And they bid for him because the pressure was getting tougher.
And one thing I
People
like,
are on TikTok making videos insulting Ineos every day. They are on X accusing Ineos of defamatory things. Ineos are like, we need to satisfy our fans. You know United fans already. They thrive on negativity.
Exactly. But you see, I don't see Baleba having a great season for Manchester United compared to what he did last season, because the pressure at Manchester United is different.
And I'm telling you, this midfield that United has assembled is the best ball playing midfield United has had in a long time.
this is the kind of midfield and the kind of team composition that will favor Baleba. Because when he is not on his A game, we have Andre Santos, we have Telemann, we have Kobe Mainoo to fill in. And when we have people to fill in, so he has the time, there's no pressure.
Exactly.
Just recover, be the best Baleba you can be, and just come and take your position. The position is there for you.
It's there for him. It's there for him. And he has the tools also. Yeah. It's not that now that he has to develop something.
No.
The only thing he can work on is defensive positioning. When United are in possession, sometimes he gets caught out. I think that comes with his inexperience also, because he's very young. Sometimes he's very eager to win the ball. Some type of balls that he's supposed to relax and position himself for and cover the space. He wants to be aggressive and go and win the ball. That Carrick can teach that out of him.
Let me chip this one in with Ineos. If we take a critical look at their signings, they go for Premier League proven players.
Yes, we've seen
so Mbemo, Kunyarik. It's only Sesko. Sesko was even Christopher Vivell driven signing.
And Patrick Dorgu.
So we are waiting for the left back. It should be either Luis Hall or Luis Kelly. You can do that.
They're not going to go in for.
I doubt they will get
any of the two. They'll go for Ram.
But my dream is Luis Kelly.
Luis Kelly. Why Luis Kelly?
Luis Kelly looks and plays like he's heading out. You check their last preseason game before the Shield. After scoring, the gestures,
the antics and the gestures.
You know, Arteta wants him out.
He's going out.
But you see, one thing about Luis Kelly is that he wants to be in a midfield option. Because we even saw that in the community
shield.
shield.
United, before the Baleba move, I wanted Luis Kelly because he could double in the midfield
and
as
left
well
back also.
as left back. But we don't need somebody to play a bit part role to look sure. We need somebody who is competitive enough.
We
to
play
out
look sure,
of the position.
And even the brand of left back we need. Luis Kelly is not that brand of left back we need. Luis Kelly is not he's not the attacking left back. He's somebody that can supplement the defense, the midfield, whilst playing left back even. We need a Lewis Hall type of player.
I don't think we need that. Checking from the kind of people we have on our left side. Rashford
is an inside forward. Kunyarik does his damages in the house.
Unless we have Dogu there. Dogu can support defensively. But you have Rashford, you have Kunya, and you are the left back. The recovery of those players will expose you.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we need a defensively sound left back.
Okay.
That's why I preferred Luis Hall or Luis Kelly.
Okay, I get you.
But there's a dark horse.
Who?
Sheikh. What's the name? Malik Sheikh. West Ham left back.
Malik Diop.
Malik Diop.
That guy.
That's the you see. You remember I told you
that's one cheap left back that can do everything.
Cheap. West Ham. They want 50 million.
Compared to Luis Hall.
Okay, Luis Hall.
Luis Kelly, you are going to pay close enough of 80-90 million.
Charlie.
For Luis Kelly.
Luis Kelly.
80 million.
80 million.
From the age.
B20.
From the age. Baleba is 65.
But Luis Kelly is coming as a left back to understudy.
Luis Kelly is 19 years. And he's giving you multiple positions. And he's giving you. I don't worry about Luis Kelly because Arsenal, they're not a good selling club. They're not even.
It's not even about a good selling club. I mean, you are the champions. If you are losing your player, I'm coming for your player. You're telling me he's.
And he's British.
He's okay, fine. He's 60 million pounds. I know that he's going for pure profits. I'm not going to pay.
I'm not going to pay.
Oh. You want the player
Luis
out
Kelly,
of the club.
Being a British.
You have to compromise.
Exactly.
Yeah,
how much did Chelsea pay for Rodgers?
Brendan Rodgers' case
Morgan
is a
Rodgers.
different. Morgan Rodgers' case is a different issue altogether.
Because they actually went for him very
Very
early.
early.
Very early in the window. It means they needed
They
him.
needed him. United.
But we also need him.
We need him.
We need a
but
left back. Seriously.
we need a left back seriously, and we need one in now. But looking at the options that we have in the market, they are all going to be expensive. Even you are talking about this Malik Diouf guy. We were in talks with West Ham
For Matheus
Fernandes. And then Manchester United were looking in a region of around 50 to 60 million for him, because he actually moved to West Ham for around 45 million.
That's true.
And then West Ham were like, we see him of north of 80 million pounds. And then Spurs actually purchased him for about 80 plus.
Yeah.
So we know that West Ham are not going to sell cheap for you. And besides, you are somebody who is competing and you want to get to the top. So you have to pay the big bucks.
Even with Malik Diouf, Brentford bid. They bid 35 million. Rejected.
You know why it was rejected?
You see, the starting bid
40 million for him. So he's a 40 million player already on their books.
So you have to pay more than 40.
Exactly.
So before we move to the next topic, Baleba. Rate the Baleba signing for me.
I'll say it's a 6.
6.
Yeah, 6.
So,
Makunku.
9.5.
9.5.
Hey, Makunku,
It's my boy.
Bias guy.
No, it's my boy.
Bias guy. He did bias rough.
My boy in my team. Not for the injury, he takes a 10.
I'll give Baleba a 7 over 10.
A 7.
7 over 10. Yeah.
Not for the injury, it's a 10 for me.
Right.
We needed him
Alright.
a long time ago. He should have studied under Casemiro. I would have been good to go.
That's a valid point.
It's a valid point,
I
yeah.
would have been good to go. Don't go me, oh, don't go me. The new GG branch in UK, Aston Villa. Reports saying that Konsa is heading to Arsenal.
Yeah.
After selling Telemann,
Morgan
Rodgers.
Luka Digne.
So what's going on with Aston Villa?
They have just like 11 days in the transfer window to actually
finish their rebuild.
Yeah, it's a massive rebuild on Unai Emery's hand.
Charlie.
Because Unai Emery has actually been a coach. When he arrived at Aston Villa, he has kept them in European places. So I think he has done a very great job there. If you check his win percentage, it's about north of 55%. That's very good. But losing key players in your starting lineup, I don't know how it's going to look like for him this season. Do you think they can compete?
Of course, it's Emery. And there's one thing about Emery, him coaching an underdog-like team, is that when results are tough, we can play counter-attacking. Nobody is going to talk. You ask them, like, they can't talk for you. And win Europa League plus, you come to complain. Compared to when he was at Arsenal, when things were tough and he was playing counter-attack, the fans were saying, this is Arsenal. Wenger, we like Wenger. Wenger instilled attacking football in Arsenal. Aston Villa is not that. So no matter what, Aston Villa will qualify for Europe with the squad they have. And I know they are going to make some additions in attack also, since Al Hilal even paid 45
for Oli Watkins.
For Oli Watkins. If they sell him, they are going to make some.
And Keo, do you think Unai Emery under less pressure this season? Because nobody is going to expect him to finish in the top 5, 6, or 7 even this season, because he has lost basically half of his team. Because even Onana is injured. He's going to miss almost the whole season. So, what do you think is the realistic target for Aston Villa this season?
I think it will be to qualify for Europe again.
Yeah. Any of the European
because I've seen that if you look at what they are doing in the transfer window, they are actually backing Emery. They are telling him, go out there and select the type of players you want. If you look at the signing of Rodri, as I've been watching Rodri from his days at Atalanta. He's an all-round left back. He's a left back who can defend, very aggressive on the front foot, can put a ball across the box, very, very good with his delivery. So I think he's a perfect replacement for Luka Digne. If you look at the signing in Zion Suzuki, I don't particularly understand that deal, because it puts Emiliano Martinez's number 1 spot in doubt. But what do you think about that?
Martinez's time is up. His time at Villa Park is up. You see, one thing about continuity is that you need to take good notice of when your player is declining. Then swiftly you replace him. Martinez has a lingering finger issue since last year, and it's not going. What are you trying to tell me? And those in the Aston Villa medical team, they know what's going on. And that was one of the reasons his move to Juve collapsed. Outside of the price.
Do you think they signed Zion too early?
No.
Shouldn't they have waited for Martinez to head?
I think Zion was an opportunity on the market.
Yeah.
Because Juve were after him, PSG were after him. And then I think Villa were like, we have a problem with Martinez. People actually want Martinez. So why don't we capitalize and then
just sign Suzuki?
And Suzuki is the undisputed number one goalie for Japan.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's a proven international goalkeeper.
Yeah, Aston Villa signed him as their number one. So right now, big question marks on.
I think he's going to leave. So talking about replacements, we have the replacement for Lucadine.
Yeah.
Martinez is not left yet, but he has his replacement. Who replaces Konsa?
So in the game, the matchup against PSG, the Super Cup final, I saw that he played Pau Torres as well as Victor Lindelof. But I think he still needs cover because Lindelof particularly I'll say his time at United wasn't that good because he was hampered with a lot of injuries. Yes. So I think he needs defensive cover when it comes to that position. And then I've seen that he's out there for Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
I don't know what Wan-Bissaka is going to do now because he has a right back in Matikash. But I think he always wants his team to be very competitive.
Now, with the centre back position, I feel they'll make one additional signing before the window closes. But you just mentioned someone, Matikash. I hear that name always, but I know Matikash is not good enough. I'm not saying I guess. I know for a fact that it's not good enough. So Matikash makes so many mistakes at a high level. It's buffering. He's a Premier League proven player.
Matikash is good for a mid-table
team. Exactly. A team like Crystal Palace. But I think competing in Europe and all that, he's not a Champions League caliber.
Yeah, that's why they need Wan-Bissaka.
And I feel Wan-Bissaka is going to bench.
A World Cup player.
Exactly.
So he has experience, a lot of Premier League experience.
Bro, Wan-Bissaka is
and a big game experience too from United.
Bro, did you see the goal he allowed this in PSG to score? Not even Bakola.
It was
Desire Doué.
Yeah.
Your whole line, you are not watching your line. Your mind day house.
He has outgrown his staying in Villa Park.
And funny enough, last season too, they extended his contract. He had this small patch of good form against Arsenal and all that. And they extended his contract.
But I think competition for places is good enough if you want to compete.
Yeah, for sure.
Then the last position to look for attack. Because we all know what Oli Watkins is going.
Yes,
I think Leon Bailey too is going to leave. I think Ayas is looking in.
Yeah. Even Hull City was looking in, but they couldn't progress with the deal.
Yeah. I think all they have is Sancho.
Yeah, Sancho is no longer
there.
They have
Garnacho. They have Garnacho and the young guy.
Majo.
The young guy up there.
Brian Majo. Yeah, and the thing with Oli Watkins' deal is that Villa don't want to sell. I heard they rejected the 45. But I know for a fact
they will sell.
If Al Hilal sends 60, Villa will sell.
Oli is interested.
Oli is interested.
I think the offer given to him is one. He looks at the offer and looks at his family and he looks at where he is and it's like, let's go for vacation.
But Ezri Konsa. Ezri Konsa. His move has actually been agreed. Arsenal paid 30 million at the start of the window. And now
we're going to buy it for 60, somewhere around 60.
No, so it has actually been completed for 51 million.
Because of the World Cup.
51 million pounds.
Yeah. Do you think Ezri Konsa puts Arsenal at that level? Because Arsenal are actually quite light in defense. Do you think he walks into the team? Because they were the best defensive team last year. Do you think he walks into the team?
As of right now, he walks into the team because Saliba is injured. Timber is injured. I don't trust Ben White to stay fit. Ben White has been iffy. He has been iffy for some time now. So he walks into the team. It's not that he's that good, but because of injuries. And one thing about the team Arteta is building is that he's mimicking Pep. You see, when Pep won the treble, Pep had players on the bench. Players that could start for winning Premier League winning teams on the bench, every position. And that's what Arteta is mimicking right now. You understand? And Konsa plays a perfect role in that.
I think Arteta has 3 good goalkeepers now.
Yeah.
He has Melie, Kepa, and has Raya.
And there are rumors that Kepa will leave. But I don't know how strong
he should leave. He should leave.
He should get
he's good enough to be a goalkeeper for a Champions League start.
Yeah. So, like I said, Arteta is building a squad. Not a team, a squad. So, as to whether Konsa walks straight into the team. Yeah, he walks straight into the team. But when everybody is fit, that's when the issue will be.
Because one thing about Konsa is that he plays both as a centre back and a right back. So do you think that once everybody is fit, he still can play as a right back?
You see, I mentioned something with Rodri earlier on, saying it depends on the type of opponent they face. With Konsa to the same thing. If they meet a very attacking side like Bayern Munich in the Champions League, I expect Konsa to play right back. He's not going to play Ben White right back. Because he knows if Ben White goes against Olise, or who plays on the
left side, it's
Luis Diaz. It's going to be a tough night for Ben White.
Speaking about that, put Konsa at right back against PSG, the Champions League final. Does it make it better?
I think
because judging from the chances,
Aston Villa conceded.
Kavicka had Bakula chances. Do you think it makes it their team better facing PSG again?
I think putting Konsa in that team makes them better, in a sense that Konsa has been an ever-present in Unai Emery's side. Even if you look back at his 3 seasons with Unai Emery, he has featured 36 times, 38 times, and 38 times in the Premier League. Mm-hmm. He brings that solid defense for Aston Villa. So I think if he was in that matchup, he would have played a better role in that defense.
I don't think he makes any difference though. I still think Arsenal lose that final. I still think it's the mindset they took after going a goal up. That mindset, it was too pragmatic for me.
It's one of the mindsets people have been complaining about.
Yeah, Arteta, he's too afraid to unleash the team.
The third half of the season, he was
too cautious.
If I open up and I lose this Premier League title, I get bashed.
Yeah.
So let me secure the title. Then afterwards, I think about it. He was so desperate for the Champions League and the league title.
Yeah.
Because of that, he nearly lost the league title.
He
nearly lost the league title. If it was prime Man City, he lost it.
You'd have lost it.
So talking about Dunkobin, what do you think about Newcastle?
Charlie, Newcastle, I think
this is a rebuild, a proper rebuild from them.
It's a proper rebuild. I think Newcastle have to employ the fact that they are not yet a big team in the Premier League, and that they're going for top prospects. Top prospects are always going to go out for big teams when they come calling.
Yeah.
So why don't they go out for players who can enjoy their football whilst they develop?
That's what they went for. They went for the guy they brought from Monaco. They went for
the new owners. I think when the new owners came in, they did the best signings they could.
Yeah.
They brought in Bruno Gomes from Lyon. They brought in Tonali. They brought in Isaac, Anthony Gordon.
Botman.
They had players. Imagine all those guys there at this time.
Now they'll cook. Yeah, they
but even yesterday, last season against Barcelona, they
stressed them at all.
They played. They bought.
Yes.
They actually bought.
Yeah,
but they would have done better.
Yeah. But right now, it's just a rebuild.
So what do you think they should do?
Well, they are doing what's perfect for them. I heard they are in talks to sign Nico Gonzalez from City. That would be a super signing for them.
Yes.
Superb signing. Superb signing for them. And those are the sort of signings they need to go for. Undervalued talent somewhere else that they can extract more value out of.
And can actually convince them to stay at the club.
Exactly. Because
Newcastle
it's a great club.
It's a great club.
It's a great club. Yeah, it's a great club.
It's a big team.
Yeah.
When you go to Tyneside,
and
it's time for Tyneside derby and Newcastle and Sunderland, and you think Newcastle is like Madrid and Sunderland is like Barca.
It's tensious. Tensious, Charlie.
Well, I think late February, early March, when Newcastle was going to play I think 2 seasons ago, when they were going to play the League Cup final, and Sunderland was also going to play a championship game, and the fans met
clash
on the road, and the way the
train went.
Charlie, I like such derbys. They make you like football.
Keo Makunku.
Sharp.
Charlie. Niggas, they talk nonsense for the timeline talk.
What then see?
Serious hot takes. Hot takes, Joe.
Charlie, make we hear.
Vince, this guy with Chelsea fan. We see in DP7, you go wreck. Is it another central midfielder? Weird recruitments by Manchester United after losing Casemiro. Santos, Tielemans, Menu, and Baleba are all central midfielders. So he's trying to say United are not signing defensive midfielders. They're just going for central
midfielders. But if you look at the signing of Andre Santos, I think Andre Santos fits the bill that he can play as a CM and a DM too.
Even Baleba.
Yeah, Baleba to
I think people don't get the definition of defensive midfielders. Depending on the tactics you are playing, you can be a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
You can have a controller being a defensive midfielder. If you prime defensive midfielders, you will not think Rodri or Frankie de Jong is
a defensive midfielder.
Because we are used to defensive midfielders being
The Makeleles. Rugged.
Yeah,
they're taking you physical.
Rugged.
Going up.
Them.
Yes, you see that thing. Charlie, so it's really varies.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right, but it varies. It depends on the tactics of the coaches. So, but I think Baleba is a DM.
Yeah.
Andre Santos is a DM to me.
All right. Devil in the details. Charlie, this one.
From the name, it should be a United fan, though.
Yeah, devil in the details. Charlie.
Yeah.
He said Brighton is changing his stance on selling Baleba after he suffers an ankle ligament injury. It's very, very suspicious to him.
But you see,
very suspicious.
You see, one thing I learned in this transfer window is that you have to lay your cards out.
Yeah.
If you look at the deal for Ederson, Ederson to Manchester United, there was some reoccurring injury with Ederson that Atlanta
kept quiet.
Exactly, they kept quiet about it, and then Ederson also kept quiet about.
Yes.
So I think they didn't play their cards well in a way that they hit the real information. They should have alerted United because you're actually paying
huge money for you when you want to hide
they wanted the price tag to stay high.
Yeah.
So,
but this one, it is known.
This is known. That's one thing about Brighton. They'll let you know, okay, the player has so and so. So
as I said, Brighton is a business firm.
Yeah, Charlie.
They do the right things on the transfer market. So they always keep winning. They've bagged some 60 million cash. Sharp.
Anyways, Max Vescia. Max. He said playing Rodri and Pedri together will be counterproductive. Two possession freaks. Barcelona will become very vulnerable defensively. We will be there. He's a hater.
He's a Madrid fan.
He's a hater.
What is he talking about?
He's a hater.
The whole Barcelona team is about possession.
Yeah. Possession with intent.
Exactly. And you are bringing the controller.
Yeah.
The king of
possession.
So
he be Madrid fan.
See, if Rodri in Madrid doesn't make sense, but Rodri in Barca makes a lot of sense.
I get you.
He fits in perfectly. It's like the team was made for him. The position was made for him.
Yeah. Ibukun Aloku. This is one a Nigerian friend. He said, Rodri is an upgrade on Pedri. And do you know what that means? Pedri will be redundant onwards. He might have to adjust his game, improve his attacking abilities to get more playing time and be more useful offensively. Else, you'll be starting from the bench.
But I don't see anything wrong with that.
Is
it? You know why I don't see anything wrong with that? You need a team to compete. I always stress on the fact. Yeah. So if Rodri walks into the team and is going to raise the game of the other players, then I think they should...
Competition is good. It's not every time that we need to have one player starting always.
And one thing about...
Sorry
to cut you off, but one thing about Pedri is that they have been... In the past season, we've seen that there has been a lot of load
on him.
Exactly. He plays about 70 games a year, and then he's young. His game time should be limited a bit. So, and he's getting Rodri beside him to learn from. I think it's good.
And as we said early on, it's going to depend on the kind of opposition they are going to face.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
There are games Hans might go in with Frankie, Rodri, Omo, Frankie, Rodri, Fermin, Frankie, Pedri, Omo, Frankie,
Gavi, Omo.
There are options.
There are options. So not necessarily that Rodri is coming for Pedri's position, because I think all things being equal, Rodri is coming for Frankie's position.
Yeah, I think so too.
Frank Justice, he said, if Aston Villa are going to do this, they should not make the same mistake PSG did with Lucas Chevalier. That being, assuming he was ready based on a good season he had at Lille. Zion Suzuki, technique-wise, is already miles ahead of Bizot and Dibu Martinez, but he needs time. Let Suzuki start for Aston Villa this season. He was talking about Zion Suzuki going to Aston Villa. Yeah. I think this is a good move for
Zion. They signed him to be number one.
Yeah. So, and this is a reasonable take from Frank Justice.
Yeah.
This is a very, very reasonable take for
I agree with him.
Yeah. So, guys, before we close, speaking of Rodri,
Yeah.
what do you think about prime Rodri and prime Busquets? Who do you have?
Charlie said your BB generational.
Of course, man.
Hey.
He redefined that role.
Exactly.
That has to count for something.
Sergio B is the testament to us appreciating Rodri right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
He made us realize that the centered defensive midfield position is a place to watch.
Exactly.
Sure.
He made us also know that you don't need to be a rugged midfielder to play in that position.
Sure.
You can be calm, cool, collected, and still be effective.
Yes, and still be effective in that position.
Sure.
What about you?
I think I'll go with Sergio. I think he's now with one of Barca's youth
He's the
teams.
assistant.
Yeah,
coach
I think he coached Aziz and Hafiz just last 3-4 days ago. He's the best when it comes to that position. He benched basically a prime Yaya Toure, forcing Yaya Toure to go to City.
Centre back. And he even made Yaya Toure start playing centre back.
Yes, because that position is for someone else. Yeah.
So we have something small for the investors.
What do you get for William?
Charlie, I fixed some 27 odds.
27.
27 odds to change investors' destiny.
But last time you cooked some odds for Inofa.
Your own far. My only one cat pool.
One cat say no
One
far.
cat still Inofa.
One cat has to come for something.
One cat's not far.
Yeah. My first option, Fortuna Setad against Alkmaar. Over 2.5 goals. Yeah. Feasible. Very, very feasible. And second game, Hirevin and Zuo. Over 2.5. Yeah. Espanyol, Real Madrid. Real Madrid is going to tear Espanyol apart. Over 1.5 goals. Elche, Barcelona. Barcelona, the goals is their option. Goals. Over 1.5, over 2.5 goals there also. Getafe and Racing Santander. Getafe lost their first Premier La Liga game. I read playing at home against Santander. So Getafe win or draw.
I think if you have a little confidence, you can go
straight
to
win.
win. Because Santander coming back to the league is not settled.
It's going to be tough for them. Yeah. Valencia, Celta, they play a very attacking brand of football. So over 1.5 goals is up for me. Bilbao versus Sevilla, over 1.5 goals for me. Bilbao is playing at home in front of their...
Inaki to score.
Yeah, Charlie. It's crazy. It's doing crazy. Torino and Ruben Amorim's AC Milan.
Why you no go Amorim win?
Why is that when you mentioned the AC Milan, you were smiling?
Yeah, I'm tipping AC Milan to win the Scudetto. Yeah. Over
We'll come there.
over 1.5 goals for the game. Yeah, they need Como. They know how to find the back of the net. Over 1.5 goals also. Angers, Lille, David Ancelotti is there. He's playing an attacking brand of football. Over 1.5 goals. And Newcastle, Liverpool. Both teams to score. Liverpool has shown that their defense is shaky this preseason. And Newcastle, Jassel is a coach that likes to exploit the weaknesses of the opponent. And it's going to take effect. So 27.52 odds for your taking. Put some 10 CDs for top, then just forget. Monday, you go get alert.
Make somebody put 10 CD for top, then forget.
Yeah, 10 CD there, Charlie.
It's a good bet.
It's a very, very good bet. Very, very good bet. Kyo, what do you have for us?
Me, I went for a very simple odd this weekend because we need to make the money quick. So I went with Barca.
Yeah.
2 up.
2 up.
And then Real Madrid against Espanyol. I also went Real Madrid 2 up because those teams...
They must win their first
Exactly.
game.
Sure.
I also went with Stormgrass 2 up. Feyenoord against Kamba. I also went Feyenoord and over 1.5. Spurs have been very attacking if you look at them in the preseason.
Yeah.
And then they always score a goal
in the first half.
So I went for an easy odd. First half over 1.5.
No.
Liverpool, I think Liverpool will topple Newcastle. Yeah, I think it will be an easy game for them because Newcastle are actually in a rebuild phase. This will be Gisele's first Premier League game. And I think Iraola will welcome him well to the league. So I went with the Liverpool 2 up. I also went with Inter over 1.5. I think the Scudetto the defending champions for the Scudetto are going to win
They
this
are going
game.
to start on a good note.
Yes, and they'll be facing a newly promoted side in Monza.
Okay.
Yes. And then Man City against Bournemouth, I went Man City 2-up. I think the odd that they've given Man City is there for the taking.
We have to take advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah. Semenyo against his former side.
Yeah. And then I also went for Porto and over 1.5.
Against Aroca.
Yes, I think it's a good matchup for Porto. Porto have never actually lost against Aroca in the league. If you look at their head-to-head, he's unbeaten against Aroca. And then my last game for the day will be Young Boys against Vaduz. I went Young Boys 2-up.
28.98 odds.
Yeah, solid odds.
I'll go 27, they complain. I'll go 27 odds, they complain.
It's solid odds. You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
some
yeah.
small 50 for Barca.
Yeah.
You cash out with that.
Yeah.
Hot take time. Lama, what be your hot take?
Aston Villa will finish top 3.
Hey, with this massive rebuild on their hands.
Hot take, bro.
Makonko, what's up?
Spurs finishing top 3, and Baleba is going to deliver. If he doesn't, call me Oliver.
I like that.
What will your hot take?
My hot take is that Zion Suzuki will be the undisputed number 1 for Aston Villa.
All right. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one.